Where's my horse? My horse always runs away. Easy. Only 5 dead on my side. I'll take it. Not using the terrain to your advantage. Are you stupid? It's a flat field, my man. Spawned in the middle of a field. There's a hill right there. It's not even close to the spawn area. We have 3 archers. All right, goodbye. You should have used the field better. That was a classic, Jeff. Yeah, pretty much. Man, if you had just like ran backwards up the hill, you could have gotten 1 to 2 more shots off. We don't need to pull out grand strategy for looters. Yeah, they're unarmored. Okay. Anyway, let's get 5 archers and replenish a couple infantrymen. And then we can already recruit these 2 looters to refill our ranks. They're basically just like peasants, and we got 3 more waiting in the wings, ready to be recruited soon. And look at all this loot. A legendary rugged gambeson, tier 2 armor. So that's a big upgrade from 9 body armor to 17, 5 leg to 10, 4 arm to 6. All right, all around much better. And then let me see Radon, because he can use my hand-me-down. So we got to give our hand-me-downs to Radon now. And you look great with those shorts. Don, you can have a small upgrade. We need some gloves, like some gauntlets. All right, I think that's all we got out of that group. Well, I didn't take the loot yet. There's some arm wraps. Let me sort by... There we go. Sort by type. That'll make it a little easier to see. You could also just sort by value, I suppose, and that would put, like, theory, the most valuable stuff is the best armor, in theory. All right, looks good. Easy fight. Only lost 4 dudes. Now we can go recruit a couple more. And then we have room to upgrade the infantrymen and the archers, but the reason I'm not doing it is because we're already paying 85 gold a day. So I don't want to bite off more than I could chew. So every time we upgrade them to the next tier, they're going to have a higher daily wage. And that adds up very quickly and can bankrupt you in the early game if you're not paying attention. So I like to keep them at just 1 tier above peasant for a little bit, just to kind of make sure. I actually don't even need these guys because of the prisoners. So we're just going to recruit the looters, spend some party morale, which to me, I don't really care about party morale that much unless it's really low. And then just go trade and then sell them all of our garbage. And that should be decent cash. We got good food. There we go. Back to 14 hundo. Not bad. And then tavern. I'd like to ransom 1 prisoner just to keep the last one. And we have a skill point. Okay, what am I wanting to spend? I think I wanted to get the intelligence stuff. I just got medicine. So let's go back and get steward since we already maxed crossbow. Get steward up. What I'm going to try and do is I kind of want to try and just have like a crossbow focused Imperial army. So we're just going to be one of the crossbow gamers. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it, but I never do crossbow anything, so I'm just going to try it. And Imperial crossbows, pretty legit. Nice armor punching. I don't think I've ever done a crossbow army before. Vlandian crossbow is also nice, but then I would have to play Vlandia. And I don't want to be dumb kettle hat idiots. So it's kind of off the table. Feudal British wannabes. Hunter's Paradise. Your men spot several deer on the outskirts of the village. A rare thing in a land where meat and hides are valuable. The villagers tell you that there was an unusual crop of acorns this year, while fear of bandits has prevented them from hunting as they normally would. They invite you to shoot a few deer, as there will be plenty to go around and the beasts are trampling the crops. Free meat, a bit of fun, and practice for your men. Sound the hunting horn. Party is disorganized. You get a reputation for being generous. 3 loads of meat. Party gains 200 shared XP. 50% chance of 2 troops being wounded. A bunch of loud amateur hunters will scare the game and probably injure themselves. Let your scout bag an animal or 2 while the rest of your party marches ahead. Hunting requires patience. You've got real battles to fight. I have no idea what the different reputations actually mean, and I don't really care. Go for the free meat and XP. Party is disorganized. That's okay. I don't think anybody got injured. The other looter. May as well see what mission they want us to do.
Oi, Sorry, I don't think I know you.
I'm Dringus, and who are you? I am Camden. I own the land around here. What do you need help with, Camden? I have a mine. We had an accident. Oh, they want prisoners. No. No. Let's keep going through this valley, since we're already up here. Disorganized, that'll go away. We'll start to move faster. Dringus gained 5 skill points in Steward and is now 13. Excellent. May as well see what the different villages want us to do. Hello?
Oi, sorry, I don't think I know you.
I'm Dringus. Hello, Asarios. What do you want? I purchased cattle rights. Okay, this thing again. Pay me 350 Gs. I will enforce your grazing rights against these people called dibs on the very land that you purchased a contract for. Fighting? Oh, they're just straight up fighting. All right, let's go.
Archers! Footmen, move!
All right, we got to help these dudes because they're just going to get themselves killed.
Everyone, horsemen!
Horsemen, follow me. Forgot where follow me is. 2.
On my flank!
These dudes are just no fear running in, man. Wow, that was a terrible shot. Can you not reload while you're on a horse? That's perfect. Okay, that makes sense though. I get it.
Charge!
Infantry, charge! They're just throwing rocks at each other back and forth. I only got 1 hit in, but it'll have to do. I feel like I'm aiming too high, so then I'm aiming way too low. Fire, fire. He'll be fine. There's only 1 casualties in that battle. You plundered 98 gold. Quest completed. Psst. 1 was a looter though. Yeah, he's my looter though. That's my looter. I'm trying to level them up. I need more archers. So going from an Imperial archer to a trained archer, their bow skill goes up from 40 to 70. And their equipment goes up from hunting bow with 40 pierce to a mountain hunting bow. Okay, same pierce, 86 speed, 82 accuracy. Missile speed 64. So the mountain hunting bow is kind of a side grade, but they get barbed arrows, 100 accuracy, 1 pierce, instead of range arrows. So the barbed arrows, are they better or worse? Weapon tier 1, 100 accuracy, 1 pierce. Why do the other archers get weapon tier 2? 27 stack. I assume their armor is better. 16 versus 12. Kind of a slight upgrade in armor, I guess. Side grade offensively, it seems like. But I'm gonna go ahead and just rank them up. And then the infantrymen will move to trained infantrymen, which are gonna be quite a bit more expensive. But I think it'd be nice to have this skirmishing option. Can we afford this? I think they got 1,600 bucks. I think we can. So let's go for some upgrades. Pay 225, daily wages up to 103. Seems like just a better put together squad. I mean, look at these boys. They got the javelins on their back now. They've got a better, they definitely got more skill. 41 handed to 70 and more athletics. And then armor wise, Fiend body armor becomes 15, and they also get padded straps on their shoulders that they didn't have before. 4 armor on the arms to 9 armor on the legs. So like every body part gets better armor, and their kite shield is like 100 more hit points. So it won't break as fast. And the javelins. So that's a much larger gap than the archer gap right there, I think. Will be a little stronger fighting force. Okay, hit me with a couple recruits to replace the fallen. We can actually have 23 troops now if I want. Hey, we'll go to 22. Oh, they have a mission there.
Oi, sorry, I don't think I know you.
Well, I'm Dringus. I'm introducing myself to the townspeople around here. Okay, these guys have put together a herd of 10 heads of cattle to sell in Danustica, but with the bandits on the roads, they can't drive it there on their own. If you're going to go in that direction, you can perhaps take our herd there to Ranos the Tanner. I'm willing to pay 18 hundo. I will personally deliver your 10 heads of cattle. I might die. That's a lot of money, so I got to try. I'm going to recruit that extra dude just to have an extra body. All right, to Danustica, which is way down here. So is this... like, do I just have them? I just have the herds of cattle. Okay, so I just need to take a trip. Didn't there used to, which game was it where there was like this mini game where the cattle was a physical entity and you had to like move behind them to get them to move the direction? Am I thinking of Warband, where you had to like convince them to go by being opposite the direction you wanted them to move? Yeah, that was Warband. I know what you're talking about, and it was so annoying. It was pretty annoying. Yeah, they were awful. War of the Worlds, thank you for gifting a sub. I really appreciate it. Thanks for dropping another one, dude. Welcome back. How do I change my color scheme again? I'm not digging the blue. I know chat liked it, but the black does look really cool, but it also feels like the edgiest pick, but it does look really cool. I do like a good black and white. Sometimes you gotta go edgy. Does look cool though. Like there's already blue, but nobody's gonna be black and white. Anyway, we were talking about RPGs earlier, and I want to talk about them some more because I've been really interested in just playing them in my free time lately. I've been getting really into it. So my current to-do list for RPGs is, in no particular order, I want to play the rest of the mainline Final Fantasy games that came out after 10. I'm sure that I would probably enjoy like 8, 9, but I decided to go 10 because it was right on the threshold, old and new, at the turning point of when I think RPGs as a whole started to kind of transition from the old ways and the traditional ways to getting more experimental. So I thought that was a good place to start. So I'm doing 10. We just finished 10 last night, talked about that earlier, had a fantastic time, loved it. I'm doing X2 because I'm just gonna embrace the crazy. And after playing 2 hours, it's hilarious in the most surprising ways. I was not expecting it to literally start with a early 2000s pop number right out of the gate, and then gonna do 12. Again, no particular order. I'm not necessarily gonna do only Final Fantasy in a row. 12. 13's the trickiest one because I'm trying to actually buy the games, and I like playing them on either PS5 or Switch, but 13 is not on anything. It doesn't exist. You have to play it on like PS3, which I think I still have a PS3 somewhere in my closet. Like it's not on PS5. They never ported it, and it's not on Switch. They never ported it. I think it's on PC. I believe 13 is actually, for some reason, it's on PC but not consoles. So it's either PS3 or we need to figure out how to hook. I don't want to do it on Steam Deck. I need to. I guess I could. I have a gaming laptop actually. It's not mine. It's Alice's. But we probably just download it on the gaming laptop and hook that up to the TV and play it on PC. It's on Steam for $6 buckaroos right now. Oh, well, I'm adding it to cart. I'm just going to add that to cart. Don't have Game Pass, because when I get Game Pass for a game, I never unsubscribe. And then I pay for a year of Game Pass that I don't use. So I refuse to do Game Pass now, because that's how they get you. I'm just going to add Final Fantasy 13 to cart right now. Good call. Good call, chatter. Wow, that was an uneventful herding trip to Denustica that's just worth Omega bucks. And then when you're stuck in Game Pass land because you forget to unsubscribe, they jack the price up every year. So you end up paying more money yearly because it was never going to stay as cheap as it was. That was just, the first taste is free. Every subscription service is just using principles of being a drug dealer. You enter the market deals that are literally too good to be true to get everybody in and start sampling the product. And then you start boiling the frogs and just raising the prices consistently year over year after they've become hooked on your product. 13 is underrated. It's not the best, but isn't the worst. Yeah, I'm really interested in like a chronology of kind of going through the ages from 2000 on. I might eventually play 8 or 9, but I need it to be a little bit closer to modernity, and 10 is like right on that threshold. I don't think I would enjoy 8 and 9 as much as somebody, or the earlier ones, as somebody who has nostalgia for them, which I don't. I never played them. I never even like played them for 5 minutes. So I do have nostalgia for 10, so I started there. Still holds up, other than random battles. Like the gameplay, the turn-based gameplay is excellent. Strategic, lots of good decision making, good character building, and so now I'm on X2. But anyway, I want to do 12, 13. We're skipping the MMOs. No 11, no 14. Got to do the road trip with the boys, which I actually own and played for like 3 hours and then never played again. So I'm actually going to go back and do it. And I got 16 on sale on PS5, which it seems like everybody enjoyed 16, the most recent one, right? Besides 7 Remake. So I don't know if I'm going to do 16 first or 7 Remake. I despise 16. It's the worst one I've played. Well, I'm gonna play it just to see what it is. I did not think everyone enjoyed 16. Did they not? Am I crazy? See, what did they say on Metacritic? 16 has an 87 on Metacritic with a 4 user score. Is that not generally liked? Seems like it qualifies for generally liked. Like most of the Final Fantasies are in that 80 to 90 range for both user and critic. Final Fantasy 15 Road Trip with the Boys was a 81, so actually lower. Let me see. On PS4, it was an 81 with a 7.4 user score. So actually, the general public really liked 16 more than 15, according to ratings. But anyway, 13.2 is okay. 13.3 is a shitbag. Yeah, I know that there's some more offshoots for 13. If I like 13, I'd probably just get them while they're all on sale. Okay, I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Let me finish this mission first. Take a walk around town. I was hoping for a horse, but this is fine too. So if you're kind of new to Bannerlord, this isn't just walking around town for its own sake. There's not really much to do in the towns. This isn't GTA, even though medieval GTA would go crazy. But these actually can become battlefields. So that's why they're fully rendered out. If there was a siege here, then the gates would be closed and people would be up on the battlements actually fighting over it, which is cool. But there are little businesses in town, like there's the blacksmith, and you can kind of use the menu to just go to where you want to go, like traders, but you can walk up to them in person. And there's a couple of shops in each town that you can repossess via purchase and then try and make passive income with. But there's not a ton to do in the towns. I guess there's blacksmithing, which I don't do. Oh, my quest guy's over there. You hold Alt to kind of see where all the people are. 13.3 was an entirely other game that they just shoved characters in and very loosely connected. Well, I think that's why they do the offshoot games, is because they have like it's kind of like a YouTuber who has a main channel and a second channel. They only want the main channel games to be a specific way and a specific expectation. And then the offshoot games are like all the ideas that they scrubbed for the main number game, and they just shove all of them in. That's how X2 feels like to me. It's just like, these are probably all the X'd out ideas from the first game, and they're like, no one's here to tell us no. We can do whatever we want. And they just throw everything at the board and go crazy with it, which I think is neat. I think that's an interesting way to do it. But anyway, after Final Fantasy, so I want to do Final Fantasy VII. We actually streamed Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I loved it. And I never played the one that comes after Remake, sequel. By the way, is that done now, or is there going to be a part 3? Like, is Final Fantasy VII Remake done? Or is it just 2/3 done? Oh, that's the guys over here. There's one more. Oh my God. Okay, so no rush on that for me then. Part 3 next year? Ooh, that might be timed so well for me. That could be timed so well. Like, I might finally get up to that point by the time part 3 comes out.
Well, good day to you. So, who might you be?
I'm Dringus. I am Ranos, the craftsman, a working man. A lot of other honest men here in Danustica, the ones that work with their hands, they like me to speak for them. I haven't heard of you, but you have the look of a man who might make something of himself one day. Well, I have a task. Yes, sir, our mutual friend, Thukasi, sent word to us. He told us to expect you. Well, you didn't know who I was until 1 minute ago, so I'm glad we cleared that up. I got your 10 heads of cattle, as we agreed. 1,800 bucks? What a great deal. And 2 skill points in charm, and is now 8. Okay. Relation increasing with the people we're doing business with. Excellent. I'm just walking around town just to kind of, enjoy the visuals a little bit. I think it's 2027, not next year. Oh, you got my hopes up. To be honest, with all the RPGs that I've got lined up, it's probably going to take me till 2027 to even be done with Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1 and 2. Because after that, or during that, or at some point, I mentioned Xenoblade. I want to try Xenoblade because I've been influenced, actually, by a couple things. Number one is that I didn't realize that 3 was Game of the Year nominee in... So the Game of the Year, the TGA, the Game Awards are having an influence on me. No, but it was actually just following Gene Park on Twitter, who's always like, Xenoblade is the greatest RPG of all time. And I'm like, okay, all right, I hear you. And especially seeing how beloved X is, the most recent one. I like playing games that have a lineage of chronology to see, especially when you peak at like the latest one is the best one, or everyone thinks is the best, like chat's saying, or that it's great at least. I like seeing how they got to that point. You know what I mean? It's fun when games don't peak with the first one and then just have a bunch of terrible sequels. I like seeing how the developers iterate from one to the next and kind of play off of previous ideas. That's why I like going back and playing some of the OGs. But then besides Xenoblade, I kind of been wanting to play Octopath Traveler, which I never played because I was looking on the eShop last night and I saw Zero is about to come out. And I was like, you know what? I never played either of the first 2 games, and it seems like people enjoyed those. Where did this dude go? Oh, right up there. I just walked by him. And also I saw the trailer for the new one, and there's like a town building element, which I don't know if it's in the previous games or not. And I was like, okay, town building's pretty cool.
Welcome, stranger,
You got
to my
me.
little kingdom here.
Oh, I
Who
remember
might you
Ithakala. Ithakala the Wart. So rude. I'm Dringus. Ask around about me. Let's just say I've got a talent for solving people's problems. You're a handsome devil, aren't you? But you're a load of trouble, though. All right, listen, Ithakala, calm down. I heard you might need help. You don't have enough troops. Okay, bye. I walked over here for nothing, but that's okay. Town looks cool, though. I love Final Fantasy, and Octopath Traveler bored me to tears. I don't get it. Played the demo and nothing more. Did we play Metaphor? I have not played Metaphor, but it's on the wish list. I just had to draw the line. It's on sale on the PlayStation Store. I had to draw the line somewhere. I bought like 6 games the day before yesterday because of the stupid Black Friday sale, and I had to draw the line. I'm investing in futures. E33. 33 gamers, that's one of the ones I bought. One of the ones, the most obvious one. We're talking about the less obvious ones. Though by the time I play it, I'm gonna hate it because you guys the super fans have hyped it up way too much. Do we have anything to trade? I'll just trade the date fruits because that's like just good money. I think we can just... Ooh, I guess I should check the tavern for a companion. I got halfway through Expedition 33 and quit. Yeah, I need to go back to Cyberpunk and finish Cyberpunk. Imperial Caravan Guard. That won't be that hard, though. I actually would like to do that. Right before the DLC... We played the DLC through on stream, so we did finish that. Oh, this is Iskar the Swordsman again, a little bit ago. What were his stats? Iskar has Scouting, Leadership, 57 Steward isn't great, but I might just take people into my crew, you know? He wants $4.99. I got $3 grand. So bring it in. I can pay. All right, he joined the party. There were some other RPGs, and I'm having trouble remembering. Oh, no! Ow. I'm out. What were the other RPGs that I got? I can't tell because my email just says Sony. I paid Sony Interactive, but it doesn't say what I paid them for. Forgot. Dragon Quest. Yes, that's on the to-do list. That's what it was. Because I heard how good Dragon Quest 3 was, the remake. So that's on the to-do list. I haven't bought any yet. I heard that you're supposed to play Dragon Quest 1, then 3, then 2? As far as remakes go? That's what I read. Everyone has a different opinion, though, I'm sure. Get back here, looters. We're going to wipe the floor with you. Because 1 is the most basic. So once you go beyond basic, it's hard to go back. And it's also the beginning of the story. As far as like from a chronological development perspective. So then you do the other ones that have more quality of life and features, and therefore it's easier to it'll be more fun because you get the most basic, simple one, which was also the first one that was developed done first. Which I agree with. That makes sense to me. All right, where are these guys? They're just all the way back there.
Soldiers!
All right, infantry move up. Archers, come over here, actually.
Forward!
Use this little plateau. Get some shots off. Now, the rest of Dragon Quest, there's too many Dragon Quests. There's just too many. And I'm going to be real. There's that other one that has the questionable art style that I'm not sure if I like. The one that hasn't come out yet. Get them, boys. Ooh.
Infantry! Give them hell!
Charge in there. Look at these archers tearing them up. Nice little side spot. I don't even know how that happened. Let me see if I can find the one I'm talking about. If I can show you. Oh yeah, it's this one. This looks good. I like this, but then I'm not sold on this portion of it. Something about it is weird and off-putting to me. Because like from this perspective, I don't mind the art style. But it's like, look at this Mega Chad side character. Not that one. This one. Who's just... It's just he just something about him. It's very Farquaad. It has like a Shrek quality to it. Shrek plus Team America, like Clash of Clans. Oh no. Yeah, the aesthetic doesn't work for me. So I don't know. I'm not gonna play every single Dragon Quest game that comes out, but I would like to play 1, 2, and 3 remake. They look neat. I do enjoy the aesthetic that it and Octopath Traveler kind of have, where it's like pixel characters in kind of a 3D world. So I kind of do dig that. Keeping it a little bit old school. Do we need food? 9 days until no food. That seems pretty good. 1 whole grain. Okay, where am I? We are kind of southeast. So let's go kind of northwest. Actually, I'll go to Danustica and kind of just trade the little garbage that we just looted. Make sure we're staying on top of the money issue. 1 day's wages. Actually, yeah, they got missions there, but they don't. The city folk don't really give us missions, do they? All right, Taliesin, what do you want? It's been a while. You already know me. Oh, it's the stupid mine. I need to get my trading skill up so I can actually like see what the base price of everything is. Okay, get the trained infantrymen, and I'm not going to recruit the looter at this point. 80 dudes! Whoa! 80 deserters? Holy, that's a stack. We gotta, they're going to be slow, so they shouldn't be too hard to avoid, but that's crazy. 12 looters at a time is not really going to do it for us anymore. We could take down some of the larger groups. I don't know why I just let them get away. That was an accident. A hideout? I don't know if I'm about the hideout life right now. Golden Fishy, thank you for gifting a sub to Aludashucks. Thanks for the gift sub. And Ben STL pumping it in chat. What's up, Ben? Oh, in the forest. Okay.
Everyone, after me!
Everyone, follow me. We can get through these trees.
Bowman, infantry, forward!
Hop off the horse. Some shots in.
March!
We gotta get to the point where we're doing better than just 12 looters, you know? Better than nothing, but I don't think we're strong enough to be getting some sea raiders. The hideouts are kind of a whole different beast. Though if they came out and we fought them while they're out and about, then we could do that. I think I leveled up. Attribute point. All right, so we got 6 int already. I think I just want a control point to raise crossbow scaling so we can finally get some more perks. And we've already got max crossbow. So I'm gonna go kind of alternate between steward and medicine right now, I think. Just leverage the int that we've already got. I need to find something that's a little bit better than just 12 looters to deal with. But yeah, Dragon Quest is the other one I was thinking of. I think that there's more. I'm just really in like RPG mood right now. Like I said, it's just like it feels like a game genre blind spot for me. Kind of just over the last decade, played everything else, all the action games, all the simulation games, but let all the RPGs just go by for like the last 10 to 15 years, even though I really like the genre. And played it a bunch as a kid. For whatever reason, just start one until recently and just play it for a few hours and then never play it again. Content-wise, they're incredible. Chat, if anybody mentions Claire Obscura Expedition 33 again, you're banned. That's like me saying, hey guys, I really like sci-fi, and you're like, have you seen Star Wars? You really should think about it. You're into the genre. Have you heard of Star Wars? Have you heard of a small indie title called Baldur's Gate? Sorry, I don't hang out here a lot. You're okay, Wanderer. It's just that you're at least the 6th person just this stream who's mentioned it. Just in the last 3 hours. But yes, I did just buy it a couple days ago, and I will eventually play it. But I'm trying to do the older ones first because you don't want to start with Final Fantasy VII Remake and Expedition 33 because then you won't go back to play any of the other games because those are the newest ones. So I'm trying to do the ones that are like a little bit older first prior to all the quality of life. Will you stream any of them? Hell no. That's for me. Am I gonna divert 10 streams for a 80 to 100 hour RPG? Absolutely not. And then do all of them back to back, 8 to 10 streams at a time. Why am I going to recruit page? Let's go see what they want to do. Have you played Planescape? We're not talking that old. They're too old. Nothing from the 90s, from the 80s or 90s. If it wasn't made after 2002, I don't want it.
Hey, So who are you then?
I'm Dringus. I heard you may need some help with a problem. I got a herd of 10 sheep. Okay, tell me how I can help. 900 G's? I'll handle it. I'll personally deliver the herd of sheep. It's a little further away than I thought it was going to be honest with you. But I will set out on my journey, and perhaps we can catch some bandits or some other dudes to fight on the way. Chat, how strong are 34 deserters going to be? Pretty strong, I would imagine. They outnumber us by 10? It kind of depends, right? It's a little random. Let's just go for these dudes. Small. Try and cut the boys off into the crevice. Surrender or die. Move.
Everyone, follow me!
All right.
Archer!
I know that these are just little babies,
Infantry, move!
but you got to start somewhere, right? I can't really, this lighting is kind of hard to see.
Back!
One, yelling and screaming, Iskar the swordsman. I don't know how you got down to 28%, dude. What do we need right now? We've got 10. No, we don't even have 10 infantry. We got 6 archers. Let's do one of each. Infantryman plus archer. We got a bunch of looters who aren't really like leveled up yet. I'm going to keep the Imperial trained infantrymen where they are so we can afford them and their daily wages. Well, these looters are ready to be recruited as well to fill in. I don't think we have any good armor from these dudes. All right, there's the hideout. We're going to stay away from that, and we want to stay away from the 34 deserters. Whew, too spicy. Far too spicy. Chat, I need to go back and play Baldur's Gate at some point. It's sad. Oh, the other game. Has anyone played the, is the Digimon game fun? That one's kind of on the future list. This would be a good fight for us. Okay, not 29 mountain bandits. Like one of the groups, but not both. We would get rolled. Split up. I'll go for the smaller group. Kind of going away from where I want to go. It would be a decent fight, even though we outnumber them. Mountain bandits are pretty strong. They're so fast. This is kind of the only way you can catch them is when they run into the mountain and don't have anywhere to turn. I'm worried about the hideout, though. If they get too close to the hideout and one of these groups that's in here pops out, then I'm screwed. So I need to convince them to run the other way. What about Stellaris for 2026? Ah, the famous RPG Stellaris in 2026. What about it? Mess with us and we'll sell our lives dearly. I don't care, brigand. Surrender or die. I don't know. What about it? I heard Digimon was good. Yeah, I think everyone's heard Digimon is good, but I don't know if anybody's actually played Digimon. You know what else you haven't played? This ad. Ad coming in because it's been 3 hours already. I'm going to hold this battle until after you come back from the ad since they should be stronger than us.
Stand apart! Footmen! Shields up! Follow me! Line formation! Forward!
I don't see that much in the way of terrain that works for us. Unless we back up. I guess we could back up to this hill.
Forward! Men! Now! Forward! All right! Lads! Move! And now! Mounted! Cavalry! Move! Warriors!
Okay, yeah, that probably works. All right, now we just gonna chill for a sec. Well, how do I move myself?
Horse archer! Move! Forward!
Do I not get to move at the beginning? It's pretty good. It's no Expedition 33. Jesus Christ, chat. You guys are... You know what? I changed my mind. I hope Expedition 33 loses Game of the Year. I take back what I voted for on the Game Awards. Who's the other contender? It's the new Undertale. Were we like this with Baldur's Gate 3 when it came out in 2020 or 2021? I guess so. It's no Baldur's Gate, but like every single game that comes out just gets compared to it. I do remember there were some games that were getting compared to it because Starfield came out shortly after, right? And so it was like Starfield had the post Baldur's Gate 3 treatment, which, to be fair, it still would have sucked even without being launched in the shadow of the juggernaut that was Baldur's Gate 3. Dragon Age got compared to. It did, but the new Dragon Age was kind of divisive, wasn't it? It's no Breath of the Wild. Didn't game devs come out and ask people to stop using Baldur's Gate 3 as a new benchmark? There was some kind of drama like that. I don't remember what it was. Divisive is a good word for it. It did pretty bad critically. Yeah. It was kind of just a funky release. I don't remember what the dev drama was, but there was something. I beat Veilguard and I won't play it again. Ooh, well, I won't play most games I play again, especially RPGs, but I take your meaning. Okay, welcome back from the ad. They got 2 cav. Every single person is facing the wrong way. So I know that I can change that. F7.
Turn to enemy!
All right, we have archers and some javelin weapons, which should help against horsey boys. Okay, nice shot, I guess. Missed by me. Get him! They killed him! Raiden the Golden! I just friendly fired my own archer. All right, this is a mess. You gotta kill the horse. It's not pretty, but you gotta kill the horse.